Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from Albert Gallatin High School, it's boys high school soccer as the Albert Gallatin Colonials host the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We welcome you aboard for tonight's boys soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese-Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
We're back here at Albert Gallatin High School boys high school soccer tonight. Albert Gallatin hosting Laurel Highlands. We're going to start with our national anthem.
The Mustangs of Laurel Highlands and your Albert Gallatin Colonials. We ask that all spectators wear a mask and observe social distancing guidelines for your safety and for the safety of those around you. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
We're back here at Albert Gallatin High School, awaiting our starting lineups tonight from our public address announcer.
And now for tonight's starting.
Now we'll turn it over for the lineups.
Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Number 2, Caleb Yanowski. Number 3, Joey Lebansky. Number 7, Colby Livingston. Number 11, Ben Diamond. Number 16, Matt Lucas. Number 18, Patrick Hickle. Number 22, Nico Johns. Number 25, Harry Radcliffe. Number 30, Ian Hamilton. Number 33, Carson Seaman. And number 40, Zach Layton. The Mustangs are coached by Jerry Rogers, assisted by Jerry Rogers, Josh Nairn, and Dave Sahada. And now, for your Albert Gallatin Colonials, number 11, your captain, Christian Seaver. Number 7, your captain, Kalen Seaver. Number 2, Alex Simon. Number 19, Bailey Holbert. Number 22, Chris Iwowar. Number 9, Luke Flecker. Number 17, Nick Pegg. Number 1, Sam Scala. Number 66, Kevin Thompson. Number 18, Grant Scala. And number 32, Tate Pajerski. The Colonials are coached by Tim Flecker, assisted by Bruce Gooseman.
And we'll be back with the start of tonight's match right after this here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley Mahalev and White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley Mahalev and White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley Mahalev and White.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbar.
We're back here at Albert Gallatin High School. The Colonials hosting the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. high school boys soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network tonight. The Colonials enter 2-8 overall and in conference play. Tim Flecker, the head coach of the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Laurel Highlands 5-6 overall and 5-6 in the conference. Jerry Rogers in his 7th year as the Mustangs head coach. It's also senior night here at Albert Gallatin. 2 Colonial seniors were honored before the start of tonight's match. The 2 twin brothers, Kalen Stieber and Christian Stieber, and they'll both be in the starting 11 for Tim Flecker's squad tonight. Laurel Highlands clinching a playoff spot this past weekend. The Mustangs now have qualified for the playoffs in 5 straight years. They had back-to-back wins last week over Ringgold and Greensburg-Salem, but lost 11-1 at Bell Vernon on Saturday night. Laurel Highlands just snuck by Albert Gallatin 2-1 earlier on this season, so we certainly expect a competitive game here tonight. Last year, Albert Gallatin picked up a win over Laurel Highlands. That was the first AG win over Laurel Highlands since 2009 and snapped a 13-game Laurel Highlands win streak in the series. Mustangs working right to left as we describe it here in the first half. 40 minutes on the scoreboard clock as we get underway with Caleb Yanoski. A little touch over to Joey Lemansky, sending it forward to Nico Johns. A triangle around him. Try to play it back for a little support there in the midfield. And the Colonials able to pick it up there with Nick Pegg as it goes over here on the near line as Pegg was trying to send it out to Jake Pajerski. And Laurel Highlands with a quick throw in as Caleb Yanoski will send it in. Both of these teams playing 4-4-2s here today. The Mustangs with Colby Livingston and Nico Johns up front, with Joey Lemansky, Harry Radcliffe, Carson Seaman, and Matt Lucas in the midfield. And Caleb Yanoski, Ian Hamilton, Patrick Hickle, and Ben Diamond in the back, with Zach Layton in goal. One noticeable subtraction from the Mustangs starting 11, Matt Phillips not starting for the match. He's been battling some injuries throughout the course of the season. We'll get to the AG formation here in just a moment as the ball's booted there by Bailey Holbert down the far boundary. Goes out of play for Laurel Highlands throw-in. And as we said, like the Mustangs, Albert Gallatin also playing a 4-4-2 with Christian Stieber and Nick Pegg up front, Kalen Stieber, Bailey Holbert, Chris Poowar, and Grant Scala in the midfield, with Sam Scala, Alex Simon, Luke Flecker, and Jake Pajerski in the back. Kevin Thompson getting the start in goal. The Colonials, 2 seniors, 6 juniors, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen in their starting 11, trying to lead a little rush here with Nick Pegg down on the far side. Off of Laurel Highlands and out, so Pegg will reload here for the Colonials. Just a little floater in there to Chris Poowar and blasts it right in Zach Layton's direction, and Zach up to the challenge there, making the save, and he'll send a little outlet pass out to Joey Lemansky on the near side. Joey touching off to Nico Johns, looking for the give and go. Lemansky barely able to keep it in play there. No, it was ruled out of play for an Albert Gallatin throw-in. And Sam Scala will reload for the Colonials. We've played just under 2 minutes, scoreless early on here in York Run. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network final conference game of the year for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs will play Uniontown at home, which will probably be their final home game of the year, coming up on Thursday nights. Nico Johns, again, double-teamed here on the near side, trying to regain. He'll touch there off to Joey Lemansky, trying to send it off to Carson Seaman, and that pass intercepted by Christian Stieber. Colonials try to reload here through the midfield, and the pass there right between the wickets of Kalen Stieber, and how to play on the far side for Laurel Highlands throw-in, and they'll go quickly here to Matt Lucas. Lucas on the edge of the zone. Now backs up here and regroups for the Mustangs. Goes back on the defensive line. We'll touch off there from Patrick Hickle. And send forward down the far side. Mustangs on the break, and it rolls back to Kevin Thompson, and he'll blast it back to center. And over the head of Lucas, opportunity here for Nick Pegg. Pegg on the break down on the far side for Albert Gallatin. Unable to get the cross out in front of Kalen Stieber on the doorstep. And Zach Layton able to control there for the Mustangs, and he'll fire it back out here on the near side for Laurel Highlands. Touches from Yanoski, back over to Carson Seaman. And a little pressure there from Albert Gallatin's Bailey Holbert. And the Mustangs able to break back and battle here with Colby Livingston. Touched by Lemansky, over to Nico Johns. Back on the floater to Seaman. And Lemansky regains. Touches over to Nico Johns. He's trying to feed Colby Livingston, broken up there by Sam Scala. And Scala sends it down to Chris Powowar as the Colonials try to break out of their own zone. Bailey Holbert a touch. Trying to set it up there to Kalen Stieber, and Stieber stays on it. Carson Seaman stepping in front of an intended pass for Nick Pegg, but the Colonials get it back. 3-on-2 coming back. Into the box. Cross out in front. A little poke just going wide there from Kalen Stieber. So goal kick upcoming for Zach Layton in Laurel Highlands. Mustangs with 3 seniors, 5 juniors, and 3 sophomores. And they're starting 11 here tonight. Mustangs come in sole possession of 4th place in the conference, and that's where they'll finish at 5-6. Trying to lead another breakup here to Colby Livingston. That one sent out of play. Colby entering the match, 5 goals and 3 assists, along with Matt Lucas and Nico Johns, leading the Mustangs as far as goals scored on the season with 5. As far as points, Nico Johns the leader with 9. 5 goals and 4 assists, and also Joey Lemansky, 3 goals and 6 assists, also sitting on 9 points for Laurel Highlands so far this season. The goal production not nearly as high as it's been in past seasons. Here's Colby Livingston, top of the 18, tripped up, tries to regain, no foul. We play on the far side. Lucas fires and sends it into the side of the net. So good opportunity there for Laurel Highlands. We're 5 minutes and 30 seconds into this match. Still scoreless between the Mustangs and the Colonials. No pressure there from Nico Johns. Colonials getting a little sloppy here on their back line. Chris Powowar gave it up. Colby Livingston a blast. And a big save there from Kevin Thompson. So Colby looking for his 6th goal of the season, and Thompson had to extend to knock that one down in front of the crossbar. Colonials break back into the Mustang zone. Nick Pegg battling there with Carson Seaman. Those two going shoulder to shoulder. Mustangs get a little defensive help as the double team comes over on Stieber, sent out of play. Albert Gallatin throwing. Sent in a Christian Stieber. Has a little poke forward off a deflection. Kalen picks it up. Edge of the zone. Pretty moves here. Into the box. Kalen looking for a cross. Went down on the play. Again, no whistle. Ball goes out. And it looks like it was ruled off of Laurel Highlands and out. So this will be a corner kick for Albert Gallatin. Bailey Holbert will take it. And Holbert heads over to the corner flag. Looking for the blast out in front. Goes to the top of the 18-yard box, right in the direction of Laurel Highlands. Nico Johns. AG getting a poke there from Nick Pegg. Sent high in the air. Albert Gallatin looking to settle it down. A little spin move forward there from Pegg. Trying to set it off to Christian Stieber. And AG resets there with Luke Flecker. Pressured on the far boundary. Carson Seaman able to pick it up, and the Mustangs blast down on the far side, trying to break it up to Nico Johns. Played there by Sam Scala. Mustangs pressure on, and here's Johns again, top of the 18. Low shot on goal, and Kevin Thompson able to scoop it up there for Albert Gallatin. 7.5 minutes in. This match scoreless early on. Goes back to Thompson. Little roller there up to Chris Powowar. Back on the near side to Sammy Scala. Sends it forward to Nick Pegg. Little support there back from Christian Stieber. Up the field. Bailey Holbert out of touch. Sent forward. Breaking in here is Nick Pegg, who blasts it high and out of play for Laurel Highlands. Goal kick. So Zach Layton will put it down. We do have to check on a number for Albert Gallatin. Don't have an 18 on my roster. See if we can get that. Jerry, maybe if you can check over there for me. Okay, a Grant Scala wearing 18, not 30. Appreciate that. Here's Laurel Highlands, another little break here down on the far side. Cross out in front. Nico Johns on the doorstep.
And Albert Gallatin able to blast it back to center. Mustangs get a touch there from Patrick Hickle to keep possession alive. Coming back forward again, Carson Seaman. Support over to Lemansky, back to Carson. Carson from 25 out, little sidestep of Grant Scala. Works back into the box and blasts it wide on the far side. So the Mustangs, again, good pressure. We've played almost 9 minutes. Change here for Albert Gallatin as Hunter Blair will check in. It'll be Grant Scala taking a seat. First action of the night for Blair, the freshman. First change we've seen on either side. Colonials bounce it up the field. Mustangs try to knock it down, but AG able to keep possession there with Nick Pegg. Pegg trying to go low, deflected there by Ian Hamilton. Forward, Lemansky a touch, trying to settle it down, and Johns rolled off sides. Close play there. AG making another quick switch. And a free kick here off the offsides call. And lobbed here back to center. Settled there by Nick Pegg. On the near side, Hunter Blair looking forward. Pegg trying to keep it alive. Sent out a play back over to Laurel Highlands. Caleb Janoski will send it in. Over to Joey Lemansky. Touch there by Nico Johns. Played back to Ian Hamilton. Janoski again. Nice lead pass there to Carson Seaman. Onsides here to Colby Livingston. Livingston trying to break into the box, but Kevin Thompson comes out and credits some solid defense there from Luke Flecker. Did a good job protecting the keeper, Thompson, and adding some support on the Colonials back line. Seaman on a lob on the far side, wide of Colby Livingston and out. Albert Gallatin throwing. Alex Simon will send it in. 28-46 left here in the first half. We expected a close one coming in, and so far the Mustangs and the Colonials scoreless here from York Run. There's Nick Pegg. Back through the midfield. Up to Chris Puowar, lobbed forward on the far side. Kalen Stieber trying to run it down with Ben Diamond defending. Sent out a play for Colonials throwing. And lob back into the box. Nice little header there defensively from Laurel Highlands. I think that was Diamond sending it out. Two center backs for the Mustangs. Actually, Diamond, the right wing back. Hickle and Hamilton, the two center backs. And now Manuel Oliveras checking in for the first time for the Mustangs. Nico Johns taking a seat. Oliveras enters the match. 3 goals and 1 assist so far this season. He's done a nice job, that Mustang striker rotation. Laurel Highlands actually started the year playing a 4-3-3. Have gone back to more of a basic 4-4-2. Having more rotation among the front line. Certainly losing a solid piece of the center midfield, and Matt Phillips. He's not in the starting 11 for Laurel Highlands here today. That one over the head of Lemansky, knocked down by Albert Gallatin's Hunter Blair. The freshman's done a nice job off the Colonials bench this season. Janoski winning the ball back there for Laurel Highlands. Back to Joey. Now Caleb again. Blair adding some pressure. Lemansky goes crossfield on the far side. Kept alive there by Matt Lucas. Touches off to Manny Oliveras. Manny trying to work his way into the box. Nothing there. Gets a little support. Back from Ben Diamond. Crosses off over to Carson Seaman. Seaman on the far side. Tripped up just outside the 18-yard box. Free kick here for the Mustangs. Might be the best scoring opportunity of the match so far for Laurel Highlands. Carson will put it down. Almost 14 minutes in. And Carson takes the blast for 22, goes low and just wide here on the near side. Once again, Kevin Thompson having to extend and not get a piece of it. So it will be a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Putting it down, Kevin Thompson, the sophomore keeper. They've used him all around the field this year. Even seen him on the Colonials front line. We'll send it here back to center. Nick Pegg knocks it down. Hamilton defending, steps in, knocks down Albert Gallatin's Bailey Holbert. As the Mustangs pick up the ball there, Carson Seaman heels it back. Over to Matt Lucas. Lucas going low, breaking in Lemansky. Double team comes over, ball free in the box, and scooped up there again by Kevin Thompson. Thompson might only be a sophomore, but he certainly is very confident in net, and I think really provides Albert Gallatin some solid defense and support in the nets. There's Chris Powowar down the far side, deflected off of Grant Scala. AG resets, Sam Scala, now Thompson again. Little line drive out on the far side. Mustangs again get possession. Patrick Hickel defensively here for the Mustangs. Little lob forward. It'll bounce into Thompson. And Kevin goes high this time. And Laurel Highlands. A little clear back, Hickel over to Layton. Headed there by Joey Lemansky. Fighting for positioning with Christian Stieber. Christian double team, ball knocked out of play. And AG goes quickly. Played back to Ian Hamilton. Sent it off to Layton again. Now Hamilton defensively goes crossfield on the far side of Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe unable to knock it down. Sent along from Bailey Holbert, and Holbert getting it back on a little give and go there from Kalen Stieber and sent wide on the far side. Another goal kick here for Layton and the Mustangs. 23-23 left here in the first half. Haven't had too many stoppages. Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin still scoreless from York Run. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17, Armstrong Channel 61 on our YouTube page by searching South Union TV. Foul call there as Scala went down. Free kick for the Mustangs. Lemansky will take it. And Joey puts it down right at midfield. Mustangs get everyone set up. Goes from Lucas. Back to Carson Seaman. Lines it down on the far side. Opportunity. Breaking in there for Radcliffe. Took it over the back line and out. Another goal kick for Albert Gallatin. And the Mustangs get possession back here in the Albert Gallatin zone. Trying to send it up there to Colby Livingston. And Colby breaking towards the goal. And once again, coming out Kevin Thompson. Able to make the save there for Albert Gallatin. And he'll roll it out. And spun forward by Chris Powowar. Up again to Nick Pegg. Touches it off on the far side. And sent back where the Mustangs' Patrick Hickel was trying to clear the zone. Albert Gallatin able to knock it down. They're trying to feed Hunter Blair on the near side. Laurel Highlands picks up possession again. Lemansky goes in there to Christian Stieber. Takes the safe route back to Kevin Thompson. Little pressure again there from Carson Seaman on the intercept. Off to his right, Livingston. And actually, that was not Colby there on the far side. That was Oliveris on the far side. Didn't get 100% of the ball. Partially fanned on the shot. And Thompson able to pick it up and then once again blast back towards center. Hamilton knocks it down. Picked up there by Nick Pegg. Mustangs add a little pressure. And Colonials setting it up again on the far side to Kalen Stieber. Kalen working back into the box. A little contact there. Albert Gallatin keeps possession. A little sidewinder in on Zach Layton, who's able to make the save and then throw it out to Joey Lemansky here on the near side. Back to Caleb. Little low ball. Knocked down by Grant Scala. And sent up to Nick Pegg. Pegg between defenders. Works off to his left. Holbert give and go there with Kalen Stieber. Kalen gets around Ben Diamond looking for a cross. Kalen stays with it. Little cross out in front, headed out there by Janoski. Laurel Highlands looking for the break. Oliveris down on the far side. Sent forward there to Lemansky. Touched off here on the near wing to Carson Seaman midway through this first half. Carson Seaman from the top of the box. Just a little too much of a fade on that shot. Missed it wide right. And we remain scoreless. Goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. We'll step aside for a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
A goal kick here for Kevin Thompson. Mustangs, nice scoring opportunity on the last rush. Just pushing it wide of goal. This match remains tied up. The one on the back of Harry Radcliffe. Mustangs able to pick possession back up there. Joey Lemansky chips it off here on the near side. New entry there, Caton Ruvalcaba. Good battle there with Grant Scala. And now getting tripped up, Scala sending down Ruvalcaba. And a free kick here for Lemansky and the Mustangs, 45 yards from goal. They're going to reposition the ball here. Got 53 yards out, so Carson Seaman will take it. 18:42 left here in the first half. Carson sends it high and too far there for Matt Lucas. Goal kick here for the Colonials. Nico Johns getting set to re-enter here on the Mustangs side. Oliveira's a little pressure there for the Mustangs. Now Colby Livingston trying to force a turnover there from Grant Scala as Kevin Thompson works it back to center. Laurel Highlands again picks up possession. Harry Radcliffe, touchdown, Joey Lemansky. Lemansky triple team, fights off it, sent it through Oliveris. Albert Gallatin momentarily getting possession back there. And a little pass up to Hunter Blair, lost it to Janoski. Back to Radcliffe, battling there with Christian Stieber. And Stieber able to rip it away off to Nick Pegg. Pegg getting a little support there from his back line. Alex Simon pushes it down on the far side. Back up here to Grant Scala. Good support, Nick Pegg. Down on the near wing again to Chris Puowar. No, check that's 32, Jake Pajerski. Albert Gallatin not able to get much out of that run, so Pajerski again trying to reset, but Radcliffe on the intercept. Harry Radcliffe sends it wide of Christian Stieber. Over to Ruvalcaba, back here to Janoski. Radcliffe another touch, a little too hard there on the pass. Pegg says thank you very much. A little poke forward, looking here for Hunter Blair. Coming way out, Zach Layton, and Layton had a little contact there to his head, it looked like, from Hunter Blair on the dive in. Of course, Layton coming off of that concussion a couple of weeks ago, and he sustained during the home match with Thomas Jefferson. Ball sent out of play here on the near side, and Nico Johns will re-enter, replacing Colby Livingston for the Mustangs. Mustangs take the throw-in. Going into Lemansky, deflected off of Christian Stieber, and will go out of play here in front of the Colonials bench. Carson Seaman will send it in again to Joey. Touch back to Janoski. Now Carson Seaman again. Carson goes cross field on the far side. Knocked down by Matt Lucas, who fires a wide goal. Take another break. Another goal kick upcoming. 16 minutes left here in the first half. Still scoreless. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Back here in York Run, Albert Gallatin High School. More than midway through the first half. Tight one so far. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands scoreless. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Knocked down by Nick Pegg. Pressured from behind there by Lucas. An open space. Mustangs blasted back in Oliveras' direction. Defending there is Flecker. Going to rule us offsides. Their offsides are a foul against the Mustangs. Nonetheless, Albert Gallatin's free kick coming as we go under 15 minutes left here in the first half. AG resets here to Chris Puowar. On the near wing to Jake Pajerski. Up the field and intercepted by Janoski. Over to Ruvalcaba. Coming back into the play, Puowar. Mustangs find it again from Radcliffe. Going low on the far side. Break there from Lucas. Holding his position defensively, Flecker lets it go out of play for another Albert Gallatin goal kick. Mentioned the Mustangs. 2 wins last week, but struggled last time out. 11-1 on the gold turf. Mustangs fell by 10 to the Leopards in a series which historically has been close over the years, but Bell Vernon currently at the top of the table, 10-1 in conference play. Trinity in second place at 8-2. Thomas Jefferson in third at 7-3, and the Mustangs in fourth at 5-6. Those will be your 4 playoff qualifiers out of Section 3 in 3A. Jake Pajerski here on the near side. Lets it go out. Laurel Highlands will have a throw-in. Lob back, no one home. Goes right to Christian Stieber. Colonials on the counter-attack. An opportunity here for Nick Pegg. Pegg down the near boundary, ruled out of play. Colonials fans don't like it. Right in front of the Mustang bench. Very close. Caleb Yanowski triggers it in. Body there by Nico Johns. Touched off to Joey Lemansky. Sent forward looking for Rul Wakabo with Pajerski defending. Play it back there to Luke Flecker. Mustangs looking for the intercept. Might have been a handball there from Lemansky, not called. Spun back off there by Christian Stieber, trying to create a little open space back through the midfield. Support from Chris Powowar. Chipped ahead down the far side. Look out here. Good run for the Colonials. And Kalen Stieber. Stieber, low shot, sends it in the back of the nets. Kalen Stieber giving Albert Gallatin a 1-0 lead, and the senior with a goal on senior night. And look out here, Albert Gallatin has struck first. 12:47 left here in the first half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Back here in York Run, Kalen Stieber scoring the first goal of the match as Albert Gallatin takes a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs have controlled a lot of the ball here in the first half. By a little counter-attack, well set up through the midfield. Stieber broke free, sent it past Zach Layton, and just like that, it's a 1-0 Albert Gallatin lead over Laurel Highlands. And the first time these two teams met this year, Laurel Highlands winning by a score of 2-1, and I believe it was a late Colby Livingston goal. That was the difference in that match. And a little chippy there. And then we get Oliveras on the foul. Free kick for the Colonials coming as we go under 12 minutes left here in the first half. Luke Flecker to take it. Send it down the field in the direction of Nick Pegg, but Laurel Highlands able to pick it back up. Oliveras on the far side. Livingston getting set to check, and here's Matt Lucas breaking free. Little collision out in front and cleared by Sam Scala. Lucas had Thompson beat, but Scala backing it up for Albert Gallatin, clearing it out of play on the near side as Livingston comes in for Manny Oliveras. As Caleb Yanowski sends it in. Looked like Lemansky got hooked. Nothing called. His arm was grabbed and kind of spun around on the far side. Lucas trying to come free. It's a little support there from Radcliffe. Works to his left, back to his right. Nothing there. Good defense here from Albert Gallatin, and they'll find the loose ball again. Chris Powowar trying to set it off on the near wing there for Grand Scale. Intercepted back, and it went off the crossbar. Off the crossbar, and the shot from Rubalcaba. Mustangs coming oh so close to knotting things up. And here's Seaman again, Carson Seaman. Low ball, Nico Johns trying to work around Scala. Johns went down, no foul called, and Albert Gallatin looking for the clear out on the far side, and they get it. So Laurel Highlands oh so close, a number of scoring opportunities. I think Mustangs certainly have had the better of the scoring opportunities here in the first half. But Kalen Stieber for Albert Gallatin beat Zach Layton at the 12:47 mark of the first half. That's the difference so far. We're not playing horseshoes or hand grenades tonight. Albert Gallatin leading on the scoreboard 1-0. We mentioned Laurel Highlands had a 13-match win streak in the series over Albert Gallatin snapped last year. Two teams end up splitting the season series. And Radcliffe on the lob down. Touch back there by Livingston. Was trying to cross it off to Rubalcaba. And again, cleared out of the zone by Albert Gallatin. But you can sense the improvement here in this Albert Gallatin soccer program. For so many years, weren't competitive, but certainly have been able to win a couple of games this year. And a lot of these rivalry matches in the county really held their own. There's only two seniors this year. You hope that trend for Albert Gallatin continues into future years as Bailey Holbert plays a little hacky sack with it there, trying to get some support there with Nick Pegg. Joey Lemansky stepping in front of Christian Stieber as the ball's touched back there by Chris Powowar, getting support from Flecker on the attack. Mustangs again slow it down. Touch there to Lemansky. Wide to Lucas. Down to Livingston. Colby double teamed. Fighting there with Kalen Stieber. Colby trying to stay with it, but Kalen Stieber wins the ball down on the far side. And played back out to center here for Albert Gallatin. Good support there from Bailey Holbert on the pass back to Powowar. Mustangs add a little pressure. Ball comes free on the near side. Touch there again by Rubalcaba, who's played nice off the bench for the Mustangs again tonight. Yanowski a touch. Back in Rubalcaba's direction. Centers it up top. Colonials find the loose ball again. Reset here to Nick Pegg. Pegg down the near wing. I was looking there for Grant Scala. Deflected out of play. And Grant Scale will send it off here to Jake Pajerski. He'll take the throw-in. Headed there by Lemansky. It was Bonnie bumped by Powowar. Ball springs free again to Pajerski. Lobs it. Crossfield and wide on the far side. Kalen Stieber trying to track it down. Ball goes off of Albert Gallatin and out, or did it? It did. Mustangs making a quick change here. Ian Hamilton back in for Rubalcaba. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here in York Run. Laurel Highlands trailing 1-0. 7:14 left here in the first half. Lucas down the far boundary, looking there for Johns, deflected by Luke Flecker. Radcliffe gets it back through the midfield. Harry trying to step back up on a little give and go. Bailey Holbert finds the ball back there for Albert Gallatin. Lost it again to Radcliffe. Radcliffe low and down on the far side of Colby Livingston. Livingston back into the box, tried to pull up and lost the ball. Flecker finds it again. Luke Flecker on the little poke. Back to Holbert. Low and forward to Pegg. Send back to Holbert for support. Flecker another touch. Through on the backside, and Ben Diamond sends it forward again for Laurel Highlands. Touched by Lucas, off to Seaman, now Lucas again. Looking for Radcliffe, and Radcliffe will get it here off a touch from Grant Scale of Albert Gallatin. Mustangs trying to set it up here again. Here's Matt Lucas stopping on a dime from 30 yards from goal. Lucas off to his left. Back again here to Seaman. Breaks into the box. High shots. Goes over the goal on the far side and out for another Albert Gallatin goal kick as we go under 6 minutes. Left here in the first half. Another change for the Mustangs. Thatcher Wilson into the match. Seen Wilson in goal for the Mustangs this season. Haven't seen him on the field too much. Getting an opportunity here. He'll come on in the midfield role. Coming in for Janoski. Janoski, outside defensive back. And Wilson will be in that aggressive role. Might take Janoski's spot. Ball rolls back here to Zach Layton. He'll pick it up. Wind picking up a little bit too. You can see it on that far corner flag there. Cool it off tonight. Might be pretty cool for high school football Friday. Mustangs traveling to McKeesport. We'll have it for you on the South Union Township Sports Network. Down here to Colby Livingston. Livingston top of the 18. Colby a little cross out in front over to Nico Johns, who fires, and what a save from Kevin Thompson, extending to take a goal away from the Mustangs. Boy, has Thompson been solid tonight. Will be a corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. With the wind blowing, Lemansky to put it down. And Joey takes it, lobs it on the far post, goes all the way through. And Grant Scala will track it down. Throw in here for the Colonials. 4:09 left here in the first half. Touch there by Radcliffe. Colonials, though, find the ball again here on the counterattack. Look out, Albert Gallatin already up one, looking for more. Good ball down to Kalen Stieber. Stieber on the far wing. Pulls up and cleared out with authority. I think that one went into the chemistry room. Try to get another ball here in play. It'll be Sam Scala to take the throw in. Another good scoring opportunity here for the Colonials. 3:23 left here in the first half. Scala, long range throw. AG looking for a header, and Layton able to find it there for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands looking to break back here with Nico Johns. Nico, a little touchdown on the near side to Carson Seaman. Seaman off to his right. A lot of green space ahead here for the Mustangs. Carson Seaman on the run. Plays it low down to Matt Lucas. Lucas back to his left, trying to spin off of Alex Simon. Comes into the box, crosses out in front, and the ball's still loose on the near side. Header attempt there from Flecker, and picked up and deflected out of play. Last touched by Hunter Blair. And the Mustangs reload quickly. Lemansky over to Radcliffe. Back again to Carson Seaman between defenders. Carson Seaman comes free, top of the 18. And Carson got knocked down in the box. That should be a penalty kick for Laurel Highlands. Seaman knocked down there by Luke Flecker. And let's see, they might place this outside the 18-yard box. They will. So it'll be a free kick. Coming here outside the 18s, Albert Gallatin backs up the wall defensively. Matt Lucas will take it here for Laurel Highlands. 2:10 left in the first half. Lucas on the run, up a little lob, just sent it high over the crossbar and out. Another Albert Gallatin goal kick. Laurel Highlands, all kinds of scoring opportunities in this one. You just kind of feel it's just a matter of time before they are able to find a way to send one past Kevin Thompson, who's just been fantastic in goal for Albert Gallatin tonight. Thompson, a nice blast here. Sent down by Nick Pegg. Pegg went down. We play on. This game continues to get chippy, and you'd expect that here between two Fayette County rivals, and same team there on a little collision. One of the Mustang defensive backs there, hobbling a little bit. Might be Patrick Hickle, and now Harry Radcliffe got knocked down. Hickle's in some pain. Mustangs might have to make a change there. We have 1:05 left here in the first half. Ben Diamond bumped off the ball. It's played back to Ian Hamilton. You can tell Hickle ailing out there for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands keeping possession. 50 seconds left here in the first half. Colby Livingston fighting for space. Won back by Bailey Hobart and sent out of play. 40 seconds left here in the first half. Goes into Carson Seaman. That is pocket picked again by Bailey Hobart. Lob back up top. Laurel Highlands keeping possession. Going low, Ian Hamilton. It will roll back to Kevin Thompson. AG may be looking for one last counter rush. Nick Pegg trying to run it down. Pegg settles it down with 12 seconds left. Little support there from Christian Stieber. Touch back on the far side and a low ball rolling wide here from Chris Puwowar, and that'll do it for the first half. So Albert Gallatin off a goal from Kalen Stieber leads Laurel Highlands 1-0. We're back with more at halftime. 1-0 Albert Gallatin over Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Halftime here in York Run, the Albert Gallatin Colonials a 1-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs boys soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands the better of the scoring opportunities in the first half, but Albert Gallatin getting the only goal of the half. Kalen Stieber at the 12:47 mark of the first half, beating Zach Layton. Albert Gallatin taking a 1-0 lead, and that's where we stand here at halftime. Albert Gallatin 1, Laurel Highlands nothing. This one of 3 games going on tonight in the conference. Greensburg-Salem at Trinity, Ringgold at Thomas Jefferson. If you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games games and programs are available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union TV or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook. Second half comes your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Fatty liver affects 30% of Americans and is a leading cause of cirrhosis and liver cancer. Risk factors for fatty liver include alcohol abuse, obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Dr. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, specialize in the care of fatty liver. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Ready for the second half. Laurel Highlands trailing Albert Gallatin by a score of 1-0. Mustangs will work left to right here in the second half. Of Colby Livingston starting on the front line here for the Mustangs. Also looks like Manny Oliveras out there for Laurel Highlands as well. Nico Johns will start the second half on the bench for the Mustangs, but expected to see him rotated in before very long. And we have not seen Matt Phillips in the starting 11 for the Mustangs here tonight. And Laurel Highlands certainly misses Philly's presence through the midfield. Here's Matt Lucas on the near side, was fronted there by Luke Flecker trying to work around him. Lucas, good ball here to Manny Oliveras. Oliveras going to the corner, going down for Albert Gallatin was Christian Stieber, and Oliveras called for the foul. Things getting a little chilly. Jerry Rogers Sr. has the winter coat on and gloves and a hat, and there's Jerry Rogers Jr. next to him with shorts and a golf shirt on. Looks like for Junior it's about 80 degrees out there. For Senior, he's in the middle of a blizzard. Low ball there to Oliveras. AG able to clear it back to center. Headed there by Patrick Hickel, who seems all right back out there after little ankle injury in the late stages of the first half. And Albert Gallatin looking for another break here with Nick Pegg. Good run here from Pegg. Pegg on the low cross, open shot, just going wide from Kevin Thompson. Thompson was in goal, so Albert Gallatin making a change there and putting Thompson back on the field. We'll have to check on the new Colonials keeper. Ball played back here to Ben Diamond. Over to Carson Seaman. Now Harry Radcliffe. Spun back by Lemansky. And good run here again for the Mustangs. Set in the direction of Colby Livingston, and Colby trying to win the ball out of that far corner. But Albert Gallatin coming out of the pack with it. Goes back up to Matt Lucas, spins off a defender and comes forward. Matt Lucas into the box here on the near side. Got tripped up by Bailey Holbert, and no foul called. So Lucas went down. Holbert was right around him. And no foul call. That would have certainly been a penalty kick inside the 18-yard box. Nonetheless, it will be a corner kick here for the Mustangs as Harry Radcliffe will take it. So Harry puts it down. Little lob out in front, and on the backside, set to the back of the net. Mustangs tied at 1. Matt Lucas came crashing in to tie the game. 37-16 left here in the first half. Now tied at 1, and we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Watching Sam Davis apply his craft was amazing. Everyone showed him so much respect. Watching Sam work the courtroom was like watching Michael Jordan, with the game tied and 8 seconds left.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We've been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
Matt Lucas picking up the goal for Laurel Highlands. For Lucas, it's now his team leading 6th of the season. Harry Radcliffe picking up his 3rd assist. This game now knotted at 1. And again, Albert Gallatin made a keeper change at halftime. Kind of surprised, just considering the fact how well Thompson played in goal throughout much of the first half for Albert Gallatin. We're trying to find out who the new keeper is in there for Albert Gallatin. Nice lob there from Luke Flecker. Headed along forward, but it'll be Zach Layton who will scoop it up and then blast it back to center. Goes back to Flecker. Pressure there by Oliveras. Flecker, though, comes forward again. And sends it off to Nick Pegg. Pegg, some nice size out there for Albert Gallatin as well. Down to Thompson. Thompson went down, and the Mustangs find the ball coming back. Good job there from Carson Seaman. Down to Matt Lucas. Mustangs buzzing right now. Lucas on the near side, back into the box. Here's Matt Lucas looking for the lead. And it went to the side of the goal. Into the side of the goal. Optical illusion there. Game remains tied at 1, 35-40. Left here in the second half. And Jerry's telling me the keeper is 99 on his jersey, but unfortunately I don't have any keeper numbers here. Let's see on that roster. Jace Bowers. Jace Bowers, the new keeper for Albert Gallatin. Bailey Holbert, a little lob down the far side. Thompson trying to track it down. Ball goes out of play. Will be Albert Gallatin's ball here on the throw-in. Now Bowers, a sophomore, in goal here for the second half for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Back in front of Layton and poked at Albert Gallatin. Just like that, back into the lead. And that was Nick Pegg giving Albert Gallatin a 2-1 lead. 34:50 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Back here in York Run, so we went throughout the entire first half with only one goal scored. Now we've played only 5 minutes and 10 seconds here in the second half, already 2 up on the board. One for Matt Lucas on the Laurel Highlands side, assisted by Harry Radcliffe, and Nick Pegg coming back, giving Albert Gallatin the lead back at 2-1. Mustangs trying to counter back. Harry Radcliffe line drive. Jace Bowers makes the save. Bowers, a good job to step up there. Now Jace will boot it back. And on the run here, trying to sneak between defenders is Pegg. And look at a little poke there from Patrick Hickle to send it out of play and slow down the run. Albert Gallatin will reload. 33:55 left here in the second half. Colonials with the ball leading 2-1. Send in a Stieber. That was Kalen Stieber, number 7, and deflected out of play. And this one off of Laurel Highlands and out. It'll be a corner kick, and Kevin Thompson will take it. Wind has died down a little bit. Thompson on the liner, and it goes right to the keeper, Zach Layton. Layton will send it down in Colby Livingston's direction. And we'll go out of play on the far side. Goes through Hobart. The Mustangs try to blast it back in Colby's direction. He was spun off the ball. Matt Lucas finds it. It's fronted there by Kalen Stieber. Works up the field over to Manny. Looking for a little give and go, but intercepted by Luke Flecker. Here's Flecker back through center. Oliveira's behind him. Flecker got tripped up. Foul here on the Mustangs. Flecker a little slow in getting up. No card, just a foul. And Kevin Thompson will take the free kick here for Albert Gallatin. Albert Gallatin setting it up. Here's Thompson for the run-up. Line drive into the box. Headed high and collected there by Zach Layton off the Christian Stieber header. And Layton comes out to the top of the box and blasts away. Knocked down by Scala. Sam Scala steps up. Mustangs touch it back down to Colby Livingston on the far side. Colby down the far wing. Scala defending there along with Christian Stieber playing it back. Jake Pajerski also there defensively for Albert Gallatin. Pajerski sends it out. Mustangs try to reset. Going off of Oliveris. Radcliffe a touch. Angled back on the near side to Matt Lucas. Lucas, nice move there around Alex Simon. Lucas into the box. Lucas stays with it. Crosses out in front. No one home on the back door. Mustangs, though, get it again. Top of the box. Colby Livingston blasts and just sent it wide. So another good opportunity there for Laurel Highlands. That one was touched by Bowers going out. So another corner kick here for Livingston and the Mustangs. Lobbed here up top. Headed, poked by Oliveris. It was a handball in the box. It was a handball in the box, but it was not called. The handball in the box not called, and the Mustangs send it wide. Referees did not see it. It's pretty clear from our angle. The Mustang coaching staff very upset there about the no call. Oh, it was a very obvious handball inside the box. Radcliffe taking the corner kick. Lob back on the far post and headed into the back of the nets. So justice served, and the Mustangs tie it up at 2. And that was Ian Hamilton that headed it home. And we're tied at 2. 30:03 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Great service again from Harry Radcliffe and Ian Hamilton with the header. And Ian's done that a couple of times off those corner kicks, stepping up. Knotting things up at 2. And we're 30 minutes, a half an hour left in the match. You can certainly say justice served there. What appeared to be a handball inside the box, not called. Laurel Highlands comes back about 30 seconds later off the corner kick and gets the equalizer to tie things up at 2. What's been a wild start to this second half. And AG now looking for more. Thompson on the far side looking for support down there. Crossed out in front in the direction of Christian Stieber. Never got his way. Nick Pegg also up on that front line for the Colonials. Mustangs win the ball back, trying to go wide. Again, deflected off of Christian Stieber. And sets a certain buzz now on this Mustang side. Lucas back through center. AG with a little clear back, but not outs. Carson Seaman steps back up, trying to make a run forward and keep the ball. And defending and letting it roll out there is Christian Stieber. Nico Johns back into the match. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebulon Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebulon Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebulon Mahalev & White.
Back here at Mustang Field, Nico Johns back into the match, replacing Manny Oliveris on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs able to get the ball back, and Johns a little touch back there into the midfield. Here's Seaman. Blasting into the back of the net. Harry Radcliffe, actually. Harry Radcliffe taking that one and giving Laurel Highlands a 3-2 lead. What a shot there from Radcliffe, coming at the 28:09 mark of the second half. So Radcliffe, a goal and 2 assists tonight, and Laurel Highlands back in the lead at 3-2. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Harry Radcliffe giving Laurel Highlands a 3-2 lead on a big blast past Chase Bowers. So Laurel Highlands 3 goals here in the opening 12 minutes of the second half. Getting back-to-back goals from Hamilton and Radcliffe. Radcliffe has factored in all 3 Mustang goals here in the second half. It was a 1-goal game the first time these two teams played this year, with Laurel Highlands winning 2-1. Now the Mustangs on top by 1 at 3-2. AG sending it here on the near side. And a low shot just going. Actually, they keep possession here to not totally go wide. Nick Pegg finds it again, and the Mustangs finally able to bounce it out. Hunter Blair taking that initial cross, which went through the box and out. AG keeping possession. Another little header here up top. Look out, Blair there again. And Hunter trying to stay with another cross out in the front one off the back of Patrick Hickle, and out will be a corner kick here for the Colonials, and they'll bring in Kalen Stieber. And Stieber back in. Blair comes out. And Kevin Thompson will take the corner kick. Thompson from the near corner, high lob, far post, headed into the back of the net. We're tied again. Off the set piece, Albert Gallatin ties things at 3. 26-24 left here in the second half. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here in York Run, we think it was Christian Stieber that headed that one home. Waiting for confirmation up here in the box, but the service of Kevin Thompson setting up that header past Zach Layton. And we're tied at 3. And what action here in the second half. Here's Matt Lucas. Through ball went off the back of Nico Johns, deflected over to Colby Livingston. And then poked and headed to the end there by Kalen Stieber. Played forward, fighting for positioning there. Chris Powowar. Over to Kalen Stieber again. Kalen Stieber with 5 Mustangs around, trying to fight through it. Get some reinforcements back there with Christian Stieber, who lobs it down on the far wing to Kevin Thompson. Thompson tripped up. No foul called. We play on. And AG trying to fight back. And we're going to have a card. Yellow card shown here to Nick Pegg. Might have a yellow here on the Laurel Highlands side, too. So Pegg shown a yellow. I think that's... Let's double check this here. Lemansky shown the yellow. Was Pegg not carded? So Joey Lemansky picking up the yellow card. I thought it was shown twice. But I did not see anyone from the Albert Gallatin side make their way over to the bench. So just Lemansky booked with 25-16 left here in the second half. Thought we might have a yellow on both sides. Thompson takes this free kick. Again, headed just wide. That one headed wide by Nick Pegg. The Colonials had Layton leaning to the near post and sent it to the far post just wide. So Layton another blast. Again, the Mustangs will be without Lemansky until about the 20-minute mark of the second half. Alex Simon takes the throw-in. Touched there by Bailey Holbert and angled wide on the far side. Mustangs able to poke it around Pajerski. But AG getting good support there from Sam Scala. Back to Alex Simon. Up again to Powowar. Good ball movement here on the AG side. Radcliffe finding it there for the Mustangs off the body of Nico Johns. 22 on 22. Johns battling Powowar. Wins it back over to Pegg. Nick Pegg stepping up. Losing it back there to Harry Radcliffe on the blast. Play on sides. Mustangs trying to break it here. Johns and Livingston. But controlled there by Pajerski. We'll look for Bailey Holbert. Gets knocked down again by Laurel Highlands. And boy, things getting physical out there. It's Christian Stieber on the ball back there momentarily for Albert Gallatin. Stieber over to Pajerski. Another touch down the far boundary to Kevin Thompson. Give and go there with Pegg. Doesn't materialize. Mustangs angle back wide here on the near side to Matt Lucas. 23-29 left in a 3-3 game here in the second half. Lucas, low ball, backside, had an opportunity there for Radcliffe. Ball never went his way. Settled back over to Lucas. Here's Matt fighting for positioning and a lot of hand checking going on there with Kalen Stieber. And Stieber picks up the foul. Free kick here for the Mustangs. Coming about 40 yards from goal. Harry Radcliffe will take it. He's been deadly from this distance. Mustang sophomore. Radcliffe for the run-up. And the straight blast sends it wide here on the near side. Match remains tied at 3. Oliveira's in for the Mustangs. And Grant Scala in on the Albert Gallatin side. Colby Livingston takes the seats. And Scala replacing Bailey Holbert. And a fun match to watch so far. Albert Gallatin trying to pick it up there to Nick Pegg. Mustangs touch it back and along to Manny Oliveras. Oliveras fighting there with Christian Stieber. Those two still going at it. Oliveras trying to find it. Good job there again from Flecker stepping up defensively. Pinball's back here to Matt Lucas. Works off to his left. And knocked away. Radcliffe regains, sends it into the box. Backside Nico Johns couldn't knock it down with Scala on his back. Goes out of play for another goal kick. And Jace Bowers will put it down. The game not short on action. Tied at 3 here in York Run. 21-34 left in the second half. Simon. Touchdown to Kalen Stieber. Works it off to his right to Chris Powowar. Deflected off to Pajerski. He lost it out of play. Laurel Highlands throwing. AG another poke out. Mustangs loaded in. And for a little pressure there from Nico Johns, but Albert Gallatin winning the ball back. And send it forward again in Nick Pegg's direction. Nick unable to knock it down. Battling there with Ian Hamilton. Pegg goes down on the play. And they're going to call the foul on Hamilton. Almost midway through the second half. 5 goals already scored here in the opening 19 minutes plus of the second half. Good job there for Manny Oliveras. Did not materialize coming forward. AG a poke there. Stieber, both Stiebers on it. It was Christian Kalin before broken up again on the Laurel Highlands side as Matt Lucas comes back through center. And Lucas with Kalin Stieber on his back. No foul called. We play on. The ball will roll back to Jace Bowers, who'll cover here for Albert Gallatin. I think we might see a few more cards before this night is done. The physical play we're seeing on the field. Header there from Diamond. Mustangs need to be careful here. Near side, Christian Stieber trying to send it up there to Grant Scala. Lemansky back in. Eligible to come back as we go under 20 minutes. And checking out Thatcher Wilson. Bailey Holbert finds it there for Albert Gallatin and loses the ball. Good run here for the Mustangs. Matt Lucas back through center. Has Johns ahead. Lucas now holds up, sends it back on the near wing. In Manny Oliveras' direction, where it's sent out of play by Alex Simon. Oliveras will take the throw in. And ball went through Oliveras, allowing Albert Gallatin to get a few more defenders back into the play. Lobbed in there to Lucas. A lot of pressure on him. Over to Radcliffe. Far side touch there by Seaman. Now Harry again. Nutmegged Kalin Stieber. Pulled it back to Carson Seaman again. Looking for Lucas and intercepted there by Kevin Thompson. Lemansky gets it away from Thompson over to Carson Seaman. Lucas back to Ben Diamond. Soft pass over to Hickel. Played forward up to Radcliffe. Up to Nico Johns with open space. Coming out. What a save from Jace Bowers. Bowers to the top of the box, poking it away. Good job from Jace there in goal. Remain tied at 3. And Albert Gallatin on the counterattack. Poke there from Pegg. Down to Scala, looking for the cross back. Knocked out of play. Patrick Hickel and Ben Diamond there defensively for the Mustangs. Corner kick here for Albert Gallatin. AG getting it set up. 17:38 left here in the second half. Match tied at 3. Kevin Thompson will take it. Thompson from the corner, lob, far post. Went over everybody and out of play. Throw in here for Laurel Highlands. Goes into Lemansky. Fronted there by Scala. Lob forward looking for Nico Johns. Oliveras stepping in front of Christian Stieber. Winning the ball back. Manny Oliveras. With Stieber on his back, sends it over to Lucas. Goes wide on the far side. Might have been offsides, not called. And coming out, Bowers got deflected. And Albert Gallatin will clear it back to center. Mustang fans wanted a handball. Lob there by Thompson. Headed back by Hickel. Sent forward by Christian Stieber. On the run, Nick Pegg. That might have been another handball, too. Ball goes out of play. Should be a throw in here for Laurel Highlands. Colby Livingston back in for Nico Johns. Chris Pawowar re-enters for Albert Gallatin. 16:25 left here in the second half. Caleb Janoski to take the throw-in. He'll lob it down on the far side. Livingston trying to play it there for the Mustangs. Lost it, and look out here. Kalen Stieber back on the ball for Albert Gallatin. Set up here. Back to Christian Stieber. Good ball. Back in the box to brother Kalen. Kalen trying to get the cross back. Was out of play on the far side. It'll be a goal kick here for Laurel Highlands. We'll get another change as Hunter Blair will re-enter, the freshman back in. Time outside at 3 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Albert Gallatin's Nick Pegg will get a quick breather as we come back. Final 15 and a half minutes. Match tied at 3. Give Pegg a breather here for the stretch run. Ben Diamond went down. Nothing called. We play on. On the far wing, ball goes out of play. Which way are we going here? It's Laurel Highlands ball. Sent in the direction of Oliveras. Deflected back to Kevin Thompson. Thompson on the near wing, double team. Good little spin off there from Thompson. Angles down on the far side. Header there from Janoski. Headed back by Kalen Stieber. Lemansky able to work out of the zone there for the Mustangs. Looking for Colby Livingston. Colby Livingston on the run. Here's Colby Livingston down the far side. Breaking into the box, taking a low shot that just went wide. Oh, so close there, Colby Livingston. He remains tied at 3. 14:38 left here in the second half. Good run for the Mustangs on the counterattack. I think we have a Colonial down defensively. Injury here with 14:28 left in the second half. That's Luke Flecker down. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Luke Flecker walking off here on the near side for Albert Gallatin. If he's out for any length of time, that's a huge loss on the defensive line for the Colonials because Flecker's played big all night long. Has also provided some good support on a couple of the lead runs up for Albert Gallatin as well from that back line. Hopefully on the Albert Gallatin side, Flecker's time on the bench is short-lived. You can tell he's not 100% coming to the bench. He was defending on that last run from Colby Livingston. Her back underway. Sam Scala will touch it off on the far side there for Albert Gallatin and lob it out of play in the direction of Hunter Blair. To Blair now in more of a defensive role. Came in to replace Flecker after the injury. Hunter was up on the offensive line earlier. Mustangs angled back here to Matt Lucas. Guarded there by Alex Simon. Lucas from 30 yards sends it wide on the far side. He's trying to keep Jace Bowers on his toes. Big juncture of this matchup coming, preparing for the stretch run. 13:38 left here in the second half, tied at 3. Bowers will blast from goal. Line drive, body down there by Lucas. Lucas off to his left around Thompson from a distance. Line drive right at Bowers. Trying to catch the Colonial sophomore keeper off guard. Levansky lets it go out of play. Janoski will take the throw-in. Mustangs trying to take advantage of Flecker not being out there defensively. Thompson tried to break back out. The ball deflects off on the near side. It'll be an Albert Gallatin throw-in. Alex Simon to take it. I'll roll it back over to Christian Stieber. Stieber pressure there by Oliveris. Goes over to Alex Simon again. Play down the near side and poked out of play by the Mustangs' Ben Diamond. We can get another change here. Yes, we will. There's Luke Flecker back in. Flecker in for Grant Scala. Now Flecker more of an offensive role right off the free kick. Nick Pegg puts it down and works down the near wing. Look out here, Nick Pegg got spun down. That's going to be a foul on the Mustangs, and we're going to get a card. Patrick Hickle will pick up the yellow card, we would presume. And here we go. Second Mustang card goes to Patrick Hickle at the 12:08 mark of the second half. Levansky picked up one at the 25:16 mark. Mustangs readjust the defensive line. Moving Diamond to a center back role. Free kick, Flecker will take it. AG looking for the lead. Flecker angles it far post, looking for the header. I thought it was going to go in. Just wide on the near side, well set up. Try to get Layton going to his left, send it back to his right, and just send it wide of goal. Tied at 3, 11:50 left here in the second half. Brian Morozak along with Jerry Dupay here in the South Union Township Sports Network. Worth the trip to York Run tonight to watch this one. Jace Bowers blasts it out. Knocked down again on the little poke up to Nick Pegg. Mustangs again slow down the run. Sending it out on the far side. Hunter Blair reloads. Back in Pegg's direction. Luke Flecker in front of the goal. It goes back through on the near side on the shot! And extending and making the save again, Layton. Another good cross on the Albert Gallatin side, and Layton coming up big. Match remains tied at 3, and that was a Bailey Holbert shot. Matt Lucas with 10:54 left here in the second half. Sent ahead, Ben Diamond, deflected down. Hamilton looks to settle over to Levansky. Now Carson Seaman. Little push there between Diamond and Pegg. And Pegg works down the far wing. Nick Pegg staying on it. Pegg trying to work into the box. Mustangs again slow down the run on the far side. A lot of grabbing and hand checking going on there. One off of Pegg and out into Levansky. Touchdown on the far side. Laurel Highlands trying to break out there to Colby Livingston. And Scala defending. Colby trying to work around him. I think it was off of Colby and outs. Scala to take the throw-in. He'll send it forward to Bailey Holberts, who then loses it there on the Laurel Highlands side. Long shot from Radcliffe going wide on the far side. Radcliffe taking that from 40 yards plus out. Radcliffe, big night for the Mustangs, a goal and 2 assists. Matt Lucas a goal for the Mustangs. Ian Hamilton heading one in off of a Radcliffe corner. Nick Pegg, Kalen Stieber, and Christian Stieber. Goal scorers on the Albert Gallatin side. Here's Alex Simon. Down the near side over to Flecker. Had it knocked away there by Ruvalcaba. Caton Ruvalcaba back off the Mustang bench. Back to Radcliffe, and now Ruvalcaba again looking for fresh legs. Slide tackle attempt didn't work there on Pegg, and the Pegg might have been tripped up from behind there by Radcliffe. No card coming out here, just a free kick with 9:04 left in the second half. Kevin Thompson will take the free kick. Refs tell him to back it up. They remain tied at 3. It's golden goal overtime. First to score wins. Kevin Thompson on the lob. AG breaking back into the box. Looking for the cross. There was Christian Stieber deflected down. Christian trying to regain. Mustangs looking for the clear, and they do so down on the near wing over to Matt Lucas. Lucas breaking back through center. Here's Matt Lucas over to Oliveras looking for the give and go. Oliveras looking back in Lucas's direction. Knocked down there by Kalen Stieber. And now Colonial tripped up. It was Kevin Thompson. We'll go back the other way. Foul here on the Mustangs. 8:11 left here in the second half. AG down to Flecker, edge of the zone. Touch back to Kevin Thompson. Thompson works off to his right. And look out here into the box. Just sending it wide. Another good opportunity there for the Colonials as we go under 8 minutes left in the second half. Albert Gallatin making another change, re-entering Jake Pajerski, checking out Bailey Holbert as Layton takes the free kick. Roll push, not called, and now we'll get a call. Are we going to get a card? Injury. Colonial down right around midfield. So an injury timeout with 7:17 left here in the second half. Take a quick timeout. Match tied at 3. Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
We're back here at Mustang Field. The injured Colonial is Jake Pajerski. And initially, it looked like a free kick was going to go to Laurel Highlands, but it was overruled, and the Mustang bench very upset with that call. We have 7:17 left here in the second half. And Albert Gallatin will get a free kick. Patrick Hickle and Nico Johns getting set to check in. Kevin Thompson took it, looking for Nick Pegg. The flex back up top. Knocked down there by Kalen Stieber. Mustangs block one there, top of the box. Kalen Stieber back on it. Try to work to his left, pass intercepted. Laurel Highlands trying to set up the break there. Ruvalcaba stepped in, looking to send it down to Oliveras. Goes out of play and ruled. Albert Gallatin's ball off of Oliveras, and now Christian Stieber will take the throw-in. Stieber on the lob. Flecker was hit from behind there by Ruvalcaba. Not called. We play on as Lucas tries to break down the near side. Lucas now trying to spin off of Thompson and Flecker. No foul call. Just rolled out of bounds off of Albert Gallatin. Sense a little frustration now on the Laurel Highlands side as the Mustangs have had a few calls go against them here in the second half. Patrick Hickle sends it in to Harry Radcliffe. Down over to Lucas. Good job around Alex Simon. Lucas looks for the cross up top. Mustangs knock it down, trying to set it up. Low ball there from Janoski. Was intended for Nico Johns. Now a battle between Holbert and Colby Livingston. Livingston went down. Ball goes out of play. Ruled a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin with 5:50 left in regulation, and this match tied at 3. Jace Bowers will put it down. On the low ball coming forward, AG going the conservative route. Back on the defensive line. Touch there from Simon. Double team Thompson. Look out here. Thompson sent it right back over to Nico Johns. Johns finds it over to Colby Livingston. Colby off to his left. Now he'll take the shot, and Bowers another save. So AG getting a little sloppy on their defensive line. And Laurel Highlands with some pressure, picking up another scoring opportunity as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second half, tied at 3. Lemansky helps it along. Laurel Highlands another run here. Johns on the center. Lucas is there. Fires for the lead. Sent it wide again on the near side. Lucas just didn't get all of that one. And once again, Bowers takes the goal kick. AG looking for the ball. Kalen Stieber coming back forward down on the far side. Radcliffe trying to win it back there for the Mustangs. Angled back over to Matt Lucas. Touched along to Colby Livingston. Here's Colby Livingston. On the near side, Flecker defending, and Flecker getting the ball back. Big again for Albert Gallatin, trying to work it up to Nick Pegg. Ran into Patrick Hickle. Wide back by Harry Radcliffe. Forward to Matt Lucas. Lucas works off to his left, now back to his right. Great ball movement there, Matt Lucas. Lucas still trying to stay with it. Deflects over on the far side. Opportunity there from Janoski. Shot got blocked. Lemansky trying to trek in, and the ball goes out of play. Should be a corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. It will be. Corner here for the Mustangs. 3:50 to play. Mustangs on the service. High lob, looking for the header out in front. Cleared out there by Bailey Holberts. Diamond retreating. Settles it down, off to Harry Radcliffe. Look out here, Radcliffe from 40. Just sent it wide on the far side. Another big blast from Harry Radcliffe. And Jace Bowers will put it back down here for the Colonials. 3:13 left in regulation. Bowers going low. Colonials looking to break out of their own zone. Forward here to Christian Stieber, excuse me. Christian Stieber on the touchdown. On the far wing to Hunter Blair. Crosses back out in front. Mustangs getting a little sloppy, just taking the safe route there as Patrick Hickle might have been dinged. Sending it out of play. He was a little gimpy on that ankle late in the first half. Alex Simon takes the throw in. Hickle giving it his all out there defensively for the Mustangs. Knocked it out of play again. You can tell he's not 100%. 2:30 to play. Another late change here for Albert Gallatin. Jake Pajurski back in. Now replaced Hunter Blair. It'll be a throw and not a corner here. Lobbed in by Simon. Over to Christian Stieber. A little pressure there from Lucas. Hickle on the poke. Mustangs win the ball back on the counterattack. Nice run here from Carson Seaman. It's slowed again by Luke Flecker. Headed back along over to Matt Lucas in open space. Here we go. Matt Lucas on the lob into the box. Looking for Nico Johns. Flecker knocks it down again. Ball comes free, but AG able to clear it back. Carson Seaman knocks it down momentarily. AG on the run out here from Christian Stieber. A lot of open space. 3-on-2 coming back. Stieber on the ball as Pegg off to his left. Slowed down there. What a big play defensively from Ben Diamond. Mustangs gassed defensively. 1:24 to play. Tied at 3. Might be looking at overtime. AG will take the throw in on the far side. Sam Scala sends it in. Lucas looking for the ball. Here's Matt Lucas. Poked away again in Kevin Thompson's direction. Mustangs, though, win it back on the near side through Colby Livingston, looking to regain. Simon defending. Colby pulls up, works to his left. Simon, a little push not called. Colby crosses far post. All the way through and out. Had Lucas cramping down. Now the ball goes all the way through and out for a goal kick for Albert Gallatin. 33 seconds left here in the second half. Jace Bowers to take the goal kick. He'll go low. Touched back by Kalen Stieber. One last rush here for Albert Gallatin. 21 seconds left. And AG loses at a play. Maybe an opportunity here for the Mustangs. They need a ball. Running out of time. 13 seconds left. Laurel Highlands needs to go. Sent in to Matt Lucas. Headed back along. Need a little help here. Top of the box. 3 Colonial defenders around. They'll send it back to center. Headed there by Diamond. That'll do it for regulation. So tied at 3. Headed to overtime. We'll be back with the first overtime session, looking for a golden goal tonight in York Run. Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebulon Mahalev and White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebulon Mahalev and White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebulon Mahalev and White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Just about ready for the first overtime session here in York Run tonight, tied at 3. The Mustangs getting a big game from Harry Radcliffe tonight, a goal and 2 assists. Matt Lucas and Ian Hamilton also scoring for Laurel Highlands. Kalen Stieber, Christian Stieber, and Nick Pegg, the goal scorers on the Albert Gallatin side. We'll play 2 10-minute overtime periods, with this being a regular season game. If we're still tied, the game goes into the books as a tie, but the first goal wins it, unlike some of the international matches where you play the full overtime time, not the way in the high school game. First goal win the match. Here's Joey Lemansky. Little collision there with Chris Powowar. Nico Johns playing it back to Ben Diamond. Mustangs working right to left here in the first overtime session. Diamond another touch. Over to Ian Hamilton. Scored on a header off of a corner kick earlier. Over to Janoski. A little pressure there from Kalen Stieber, and then Janoski able to win the ball back for the Mustangs. Stepping up, Caleb Janoski. Low ball here. And a little pressure on Colby Livingston, went down, able to get back up. Colonial sent it out of play. Janoski will take another throw-in. Looking there for Seaman. AG wins it back again. Kalen Stieber, low ball down the field. Here's Nick Pegg on the run. Mustangs send it out of play. Kalen Stieber takes the throw-in. Over to Pegg, who's triple teamed on the near side, and Pegg lost it out of play. Mustangs take the throw-in. Janoski to Lemansky. Little body bump here on Carson Seaman. Ball goes back to Janoski, who lost it there to Kalen Stieber. And Hamilton, with a little support, knocks it out of play to slow down the run. Kalen Stieber takes the throw-in. Over to Pegg, and now Kalen again, too far out of his reach. And the Mustangs will have it here with Caleb Janoski. 2 minutes into this first overtime. Janoski on the boot. Going over Harry Radcliffe, headed there by Christian Stieber. On the backside, Patrick Hickle, little body bump with Kevin Thompson. Thompson wins the ball back there for Albert Gallatin. Thompson on it for the Colonials. Circles back to his left. AG trying to set it up. Christian Stieber. Knocked out of play again by Laurel Highlands. And a lob back here on the Albert Gallatin side. Blast out in front, and Layton with Kalen Stieber on the doorstep. Layton out to Joey Lemansky here on the near side. Fronted there by Jake Pajerski. Lemansky goes low down the far wing. Mustangs on the attack. Good run here. Ford on the backside. Colby Livingston for the game winner. Got it! Mustangs with a golden goal! Lucas set it up. I think Colby was the last to touch it. And the Mustangs win it 4-3. The goal coming 3:02 into the overtime session. Livingston from Lucas. As the Mustangs win it in overtime over Albert Gallatin, Laurel Highlands improves to 6-6 overall and in conference play. It's how the conference season will end, and for the 5th straight year, Laurel Highlands is qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. The loss drops Albert Gallatin to 2-9 overall. But what a way to wrap up the conference season. Laurel Highlands a 4-3 overtime win over Albert Gallatin tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Again, your final score in overtime, Laurel Highlands 4 and Albert Gallatin 3. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.